Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from whichever time zone you're tuning in from. Welcome to another episode of Entrepreneurs Corner with yours truly, Dolmati Madu. I am based here in Cambridge, Ontario, Canada, and I'm a digital business owner. And I also do work a full time job for now, but I'm super excited for today's episode with our special guest. But before we get into that, Sanadu, take it away.
Yes. Okay. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're tuning from. My name is Senator. For those of you who doesn't know me, and this is a Sky. That's my furry ball. And I'm a mom of one grown-up son. And by profession, I'm finance over 30 years and digital business owner now full time. And I would like to thank you, our special guest, Coach Mildred, who will be sharing her amazing journey to all of us.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, like we said, we do these episode every week so we can bring you these amazing stories about everyday people, how their lives have been changed with this online business, how it can work for you, and bring you guys a little bit of motivation and also interact with us, ask us questions, and do let us know where you're tuning in from because our business is global. If you're watching the replay, do let us know. But without further ado, Coach Mildred, can you do a little introduction about yourself? Oh, you're muted. uh, there
There,
we
got
go.
it?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing on this beautiful Wednesday? It's Mildred, and we are live. I am in Ontario, Canada. And thank you for inviting me here, Senedu and Dolmati. It is a pleasure to be here. So, yes, I am a mom of one, an adult son, a world traveler, and now a full time online business coach.
Amazing, amazing.
Yes.
Uh, Perfect. And all of us on here are online business owner. Coach Mildred, can you share when did you start this? When did you start your online business?
Oh my gosh, my journey in this exciting digital business started 5 years ago. It
Wow.
was actually during that time, when the world changed, and I knew I was working at that time as a my background is actually social work. But before that, I had several careers. I was a flight attendant for several years. I traveled the world, and then coming to Canada, I started different jobs and went back to my field, right? So, what sparked my passion for starting my online business? I knew then that as a mom of one, I needed to do something more, and I needed to provide for my son and, my extended family as well and help them as well. And I've been looking, I have actually been looking and praying for a solution to my situation, right? And then when this business came about, I knew that this was the answered prayer. So I started right away. So that is what started that. And I knew that this was it. And so now, 5 years into the business, I am more passionate. I am more, really, my passion is really to empower others to thrive and live their best lives through this online business.
That's amazing and powerful because yes, this business is powerful. It has changed so many lives, and it turned things around for a lot of people who didn't, think that it was possible or thought that it was possible. So it's
Mm-hmm.
definitely a powerful journey. But just another question into this: what was your initial thought when you saw this opportunity? Did you jump right in? Did you have a little bit of skepticism? How did you feel when you saw this opportunity at first?
For me, because I have looked into other businesses, right? I even became a licensed financial advisor while I was still working full time with the government as a social worker.
Mhm.
Although it was a good paying job, of course, I'm thankful and grateful that I was able to get that position with the government. But I knew that things were going to shift. There was going to be a shift after that happened. The world crisis happened 5 years ago, and so I knew already that something was going to shift. And when I found this, I knew right away this was the answered prayer. I had no hesitation. I trusted, because when I saw the coaches there, I knew that they were people of integrity. They were like me, people of faith. And so I trusted them right away. So I jumped right in and I started it right away. No hesitation at all. I knew that this was the answered prayer. And so that's when I started my journey.
That's
Amazing.
so that's so great because a lot of people, like for me, I was different because I had a little bit of skepticism when I saw the opportunity. But again, you do your due diligence, right? I look into all the information and then I took that step into the business. What about yourself, Senator?
Yes,
I just want to have some question for Mildred. Did you face any challenges when you
sure.
transit from traditional to, be your own boss? And if so, what are they?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Because, for me, on the computer and all that, I'm not really that tech savvy. I knew enough to do my job, right? But for this, you would require more skills. So that was actually my challenge. But you know what? I knew that if I really wanted to do something, I would do anything to learn the skills needed to do this. And I did. And I love it because I believe in continuous learning, right? We're always learning. You're not too young to lead, not too old to learn something new. So for me, I had that mindset, that positive mindset, like, if other people can do it, I can do it too. And I'm so proud of myself. I'm so happy that I'm able to share this with others too. That, you know what, even if you have challenges, just go right in. You don't have to be perfect. The situation doesn't have to be perfect for you to get started on a business. I didn't know anything about all the other stuff that we needed to do here. All I knew was that I had a big why. Like, why do I want to do this? Okay, that was bigger than my fear. So it was, faith over fear, right? I took a
Yeah.
leap of faith. And so I did that, and no regrets. And until now, I have this open mindset. I love learning. So I believe that for us to really continue to be productive and to be effective in what we do, we need to be open to learning new things, right? Because it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what education you have. There's always room to grow, right? And we see
Definitely.
that. We have
Definitely.
people here who didn't even finish high school and who have high school diploma, university, PhDs, master's degree. But it doesn't matter. Even if you have a master's degree, we have to keep an open mindset. We have to be coachable, right? Because the
Right.
things we learn here are so different from what we learn in school. But the the if this is the path to your success, is if this is the path that you're gonna take to lead you to your goals and dreams, then we have to do it, right? So that is my attitude until now. And
Yeah.
that is what I really share with all my mentees, right? And my business partners as well.
Definitely. And you have such a positive like vibe. Like I met you a few times. Our last was in
Yes,
Mexico.
Yeah.
that's
You're
right.
so positive. You're so lively, and like it's so nice and it's so lovely to connect to, like people who are like positive about, life and, all the stuff that they're putting their energy towards. And it was really nice meeting you. I enjoy, like, you were so fun to be around too. And you also share, a lot of good wisdom. So it's nice that we can also meet online and offline and connect on a personal level too. Um,
Yes,
yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
I
um,
guess, that comes from Dolmati. That really comes from, I think, growing up, I'm just so thankful that I have been exposed to this. Like, you know, um, I'm used to talking to people, like ever since growing up, right? So
mhm.
that for me is a blessing, and I just love talking to people. It doesn't matter who they are. I can strike a conversation with them. So I guess, growing up and then my background, and then, being exposed to different career paths that I took, the trainings, the people that I met, and all that put together is who I am today. It didn't just happen overnight, right? So yeah, for
So
people then who are shy, this is something that you can learn. It is a
definitely.
learned.
And I like that you said it doesn't happen overnight because you have to do the steps and you have to do the little things to gradually get there, right? It doesn't happen overnight, but gradually you get to that place where you want to be. You just have to be willing, passionate, and coachable.
That's right. Yes, and be open to that. Senedu, I have
Yes.
to say, you are outside. Oh my gosh, I love it. The sun,
Thank
you're
you.
out there in
I
your
know
balcony.
it's a beautiful day for outdoor.
Oh my gosh. We should meet
That's
again,
one of
huh?
the blessing, right? Huh?
I know. We
That's
should meet again, like offline.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We should. We should. Yeah. Before the
Uh,
summer is over.
Before the summer is over.
Yeah.
Yes, we
um,
need to.
Yeah.
I believe you already answered a little bit to this, but with our previous question. But if you can share one challenge that you overcame, and how did it impact your business that ultimately help you grow?
Yes, as I shared earlier, the one challenge really for me
Mm-hmm.
is not being tech savvy.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I challenge myself. Mildred, if the other people can do it, you can do it too. Maybe
Right.
they will do it faster. Maybe I will not be as fast as them, but I
Mm-hmm.
will learn this because I love learning new things. It expands your mind, it expands your horizon, whatever it is, whatever you're exposed to. When I travel, it expands your vision. Like, oh my gosh, you have to go outside of the four walls of your home and get out there into the world and just you know conquer the world, and just there's so many adventures that you can take. The simple things like walking on the sand in the beach, or going on a kayak ride on the lake, swimming in the ocean, things like that. I really love that. And I think because of all of that, and I
Mm-hmm.
really have this passion, right? I have this passion that, yes, if this is something that we can help me and my family, and at the same time also help others in return, right? Empower others to do the same, and I can be a channel of blessing to others, then I will do it. Because I believe that as long as we are alive, there is a plan for you. You have a plan. There is something that um, God has planned for you in your life. So, what is it? What is your purpose in this world, right? So now I live that my purpose with more passion. I know what my purpose is. And so that directs me in my way. So that is in the back. That is what fuels me every single day. Even if I'm tired. Last night we had back to back trainings. I didn't get to bed till maybe 2 o'clock in the morning, right?
Oh my.
But it's okay. You sleep, you get some rest, and then you're up again. And I thank God for a beautiful day, and here we are again. So that's it. Every day, right? We have that,
Definitely.
because motivation is not just one day or 2 days. You got to do that every day, every day. What motivates you, or what fuels you, what keeps you moving forward, right? Everybody is different, but for me, this is it. And if you don't have the skills to do it, then it's something that you can learn. You can learn this. Nothing is impossible, because God says that with God all things are possible. So I believe that.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
And it,
Absolutely.
it's so
Yeah.
powerful, right? Because a lot of people think, oh, it's a business. I don't have the business skills, or I don't know how to do. I don't know how to manage a business. But this is what we, do here in this platform. We share, we guide, and we help. And there's a big training to also, guide you through the process. You just have to have that motivation, like you're saying, the motivation and the will to do it and push through. um
That's right. Dolmati,
yeah.
it's like when you go to school. If you want to be a nurse, if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be an engineer, an accountant, whatever it is you go to school for, on day one, you don't know how to be a nurse. You don't know how to be a doctor. You have to
Exactly.
take the steps, go to school every day, first year, second year, third year. Of course, for being a doctor, it takes longer, right? So,
Yes.
same with this. Why not give yourself the chance to do that? And I'm telling you, it takes you a shorter time to reach your goal here in the online business than for you to go to school for 10 years to be a doctor and start that, but you don't earn right away, right?
Mhm.
So it's just a comparison, right? But if you think of it that way, even if you're in that field already, you're a nurse, you're an accomplished doctor, you're an engineer, firefighter, a teacher, a principal, whatever field you're in, right? If you really want to do something, it will take you less time to reach your goal and to be successful here. So start this while you are working as a nurse. You don't quit your job as an accountant or as an admin assistant, whatever it is, or as a warehouse worker, whatever job you're in, right? Don't stop that. Start this. And I'm telling you, every single day as you work on your business, you're going to get to your goal.
Definitely.
We've seen that happen, right?
Yep.
There,
Time and
yeah,
time again.
it has
Hmm.
happened to so many people that you're just amazed. And those stories, when you listen back to those other business owners' story, and you listen to how they started, what experience they had, what was accessible to them at the time of when they started this business, to 6 months to a year after doing this business, and you're just amazed how they made it work, because they had the motivation, the willpower, the passion, and they were coachable, and they learned the skills to build the business. So it's not impossible, it is possible. You just have to want to get to that end goal.
That's
That
right.
Yeah, you made a very powerful statement. Knowledge is a power. The more knowledge we have, that's our weapon, right? To beat anything. Sometimes we say, oh, I need time, I need money, or I need this, I need that. But if we don't, you know, go to that next level, and the beautiful part about this business is there's a constant learning. Every day is a learning. Like you say last night,
Yes.
I'm that way anyway. We have this week actually, every day is, Zoom meeting, this meeting, that meeting. And what does to us, we are building knowledge, we are growing as a person. I mean, I personally, before this business, I have no idea of, like you, the technical skill or how to do this, how to do that. But over time, like, I'm learning every day new thing. And that's very powerful. If someone says, oh, I don't know how to do this and I can't do this business, believe me, take it from all three of us. We didn't have any skill before before this. I'm sure Dalmanti will say the same thing.
Yeah.
And so it's, our weapon is our knowledge, because if we have that powerful tool, we can, get
It's
anywhere.
amazing. It's
Yeah.
just mind blowing.
Yeah.
It's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. Can you imagine? They started only with two people 9 years
Right.
ago, right? Two
Right.
people 9 years ago, and now, wow, our team is more than 250,000 all over the world. Can you imagine that?
That
It's
tells you
amazing.
something.
And look at us. We don't know each other, but
No.
because of this, we got to know each other, and
Yeah.
we're like family. This is my extended family, really.
Definitely. Definitely.
I love it because you know what? The other thing is we are built on, trust and honesty and integrity. The leaders we have here as well in the
Yeah.
business,
And compassion,
they set the standard, right? They set the standard. We all work with integrity, with honesty, and we trust each other. And so
Definitely.
we're like family. More than a business. It's not just earning, right? It's the other aspects of the business. You earn time freedom, and the resources to travel without worries. You have peace in your mind, waking up every day that everything has been provided for you. It's amazing.
It's
It's a different kind of peace,
It is. It is for
right?
sure. And I like that you say, yes, it started with two people, like
Mhm.
two amazing men who decided to build this business platform and created this amazing opportunity for so many people. And it has grown so much over the last like 9 years. And you can imagine,
Exponential growth.
yeah, hundreds of lives has been changed since, hundreds.
Yes.
um,
Hmm.
and on as we're on the topic, you recently went to San Diego for a business
Oh,
convention.
yes.
But it was like 2 weeks ago, I think. 2 weeks, I believe, about two
Yeah, it
weeks
seems as though it was just yesterday.
I know. I was supposed to go, but situation came up and I couldn't make it. But
I know we missed you. Sanidu, were you
Yeah, me
there?
too. No, I was supposed to go, but family matters. Family comes first, so I had to go Sweden instead. Yeah, next year.
next year.
You had to go to Sweden?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
was in
That's
Sweden when
nice.
you are in San Diego.
Oh, Sweden's nice too.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that.
No convention, but it was nice.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
But can
sure.
you share, like, I know there was so much going on for that couple of days,
Oh my
but can
gosh, where do you
you
want me to
share?
start?
I don't know because there has been so much videos. I watched so many videos, so many go lives, but you can share your personal experience from day one throughout.
Yep, I will do that. Day one, day two, day three, right? And the
Yes.
rest. Amazing, amazing. I have goosebumps. I practically have goosebumps just thinking about it because it was just epic. It was epic. Can you imagine? We were more than 6,000 business owners from all over the world, from all walks of life. And we became united there under one roof,
Wow.
all in the Gaylord Pacific Resort Hotel. By the way, I have to say that resort hotel is massive. It's beautiful. It's brand new. We were actually the first people who went there for this huge convention. It's brand new,
Wow.
right? When you go inside the hotel, the lobby itself massive. It has an atrium which is about 3 or 4 stories high. So it was kind of warm because, of course, you could feel the sunshine, right? But it was covered, and there were palm trees inside. There was a waterfall. There was a huge, massive screen, and there were ponds all over with seating places and a bar where you can have a snack or a drink. And it was beautiful. And There, I met the other business owners from all over the world. Day one, we had a chance to listen to different leaders. So we could choose which topics we wanted to go to. But because of that, I really already planned ahead of time that I have to meet this person. I want to meet this person. And you know what? In between, I met all these other amazing people that I never even thought of were there, right? So I met the top people in the business. I walked hand in hand with them. I shook their hands. I had a photo with them. I chatted with them. And one amazing thing is, they were all very accommodating. They were very accommodating. And because I knew a lot of people wanted to talk to them, wanted to have photos with them, I would introduce myself. Hi, I'm Mildred, and I am from Toronto. I have been looking at, you, and I really wanted to meet you. And here we are. Can I ask you a question? Just 30 seconds. Okay, okay. Or can we have a quick photo? Okay, okay. So you have to be quick because other people are there too, waiting to talk to these people. The energy, oh my goodness, the energy there is just mind blowing. It's, I have to tell you, even on the airplane coming to San Diego, and I was flying from Toronto, right? And so we were other with other business owners that I haven't even met. Do you know, because I was a former flight attendant and I love to talk, I chatted with the flight attendants in the back, and they said, introduce myself, said, what is happening here? How come there's so many? They're all so happy. I said, in the airplane. I said, yes, I thank you that you know this. Yes, and I think there were more than 50 of us in that plane alone. So even they felt the energy. It was different, and we were happy. We were just like beaming and smiling. I said, this is what happens when you are with this online business, and we are like-minded people. The other people we haven't even met yet the first time, but we know we have the same goal. We have the same dreams, and so we help each other succeed. And they were even amazed because they fly back and forth to San Diego, and they said, oh, our flights to San Diego are just blah blah, like nothing happening, boring, because they're always like, and that's a 5.5 hour flight, right?
Mm.
But this time they said, oh my gosh, there's something different about this. And so I told them about that. San Diego, oh my gosh, can you imagine? They felt it, the people in the hotel, the people outside, the energy, the excitement, they could feel it. And inside the hotel, oh my gosh, it's as if it was going to explode. Can you imagine all those people with all their years of experience and all the people that are new, or all the people that have been in business for a few years? Everybody just gelled together. So day one, we listened to leaders, talking, and at one room, which actually hosted maybe 2,000 people. The other rooms maybe about 500, 400, right? So I had to stand in the back for a bit and just rest and stand up. I couldn't sit the whole time, right? And then this guy I was standing with, I found out that a lot of people were saying hi. I didn't know him, right? So I started chatting with him. He is actually from Cambodia, but he is now based in the US. So he's one of our top leaders. And
Wow.
he was so humble in spite of his success. That is what struck me with a lot of our successful leaders. No matter where they are, 6 figure, 7 figure income a year, multiple figure income a year, they remain humble and approachable. And that's what I love about this. We're no different from them. They just started ahead of us. So where they are, we can get there too, right? So it was amazing. And then I spoke to this guy who is really on big on social media, and I actually met him. I spoke to him and I met his family. Amazing energy. So we had a quick chat with him because there was a long lineup behind me. the
Mhm.
leaders in our community. Oh my gosh, the two people that started this, Mike and Darren, they were so kind and so generous with their time. They stood there for hours because there was a huge lineup to take a photo with them. So I even asked them, I had to go in the front. I said, guys, I just have to ask them a question. Hey, Mike and Darren, do you need a break? Because you've been smiling, you maybe need some water or something. And they said, no,
Mhm.
no, this is what we're here for. We're here for the photos. Okay, just wanted to check. They were so giving of their time. All the other people that I just saw on the hallway. And then you have to stop. Oh, hi. Oh, my goodness. I've been seeing you on social media. I meet you now. Can I just have a quick photo with you? And they were so accommodating to do that, right?
Yeah.
And so you have to be quick. You have to be quick with what you want to say. It has to be quick, quick, quick because so many people are there behind you. And, I got starstruck. I said, "Oh my gosh, these people that I just used to see on Zooms or on social media, right? You meet them face to face, and they're just ordinary people like you and me. They
Mhm.
started from nothing, and now look where they are. Why? Because they had grit, they had determination, they had a passion, and they never quit. You know that saying, what they say? There we got frozen there for a bit. Quitters never win, and winners never quit. It's simple. And that's why, it doesn't mean that this is not, of course, a get rich quick scheme, right? But you have to get there. You have to be consistent, persistent. You have to be determined. You have to be resourceful, right? That was just day one. There's so much to say. We can talk here forever. Send it to Edalmati. So day two, of course, we had the the business that we're affiliated with, the company. Of course, the president was there, and I actually met the wife in the washroom.
Oh my god.
Oh my
There's no
Oh
goodness.
my
opportunity.
God! It was just the two of us. And you know us, we always have our phones with us. We always have our tripods, right? Of
Yeah.
course, I had to be respectful, and I couldn't take a photo in the washroom with her. But it
Yeah.
was amazing, all those little things. But you also have to maintain some decorum, some respect, and some, um, you have to know some boundaries as well.
Definitely.
Because otherwise, even in the washroom, you'll say, oh my gosh, can we take a photo? Can we take a photo? But you need to restrain yourself, know when and when not to do that, right? Even with the excitement. And so good thing I pulled myself back. Okay, Mildred, you cannot take a photo here. Okay, okay, I know. I said I was talking to myself, and I said, "Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you." And so and all the accomplishments, the people who were recognized on stage, all those people from all over the world. People traveled from Malaysia, from the Philippines, from India, from the UK, Australia, from the islands, Bermuda, of course, all around US and Canada, all over. It was just goosebumps. I'm telling you, goosebumps. You're talking to them, you're with them, shoulder to shoulder, shaking their
Mhm.
hands. You know, I, the top woman in the company, I talked to her and we were talking as we were walking to the convention center. We were hand in hand as if we know each other from like years ago. That is
That's
how
all.
that is how amazing they are, accommodating, and so they're so I just have to say they're so humble in spite of their massive success. And so that's why we continue to grow and we continue to just explode. And you know, and this is what we do, right? We need to share this with other people who are stuck where they are. Maybe they have a job, maybe they're not happy there, maybe they are happy, but they know they need another way to really help their family. They are exhausted, they are overwhelmed, they're stressed out. There's another way. There is a better way to live. And we know that, right? We know that. And so that was it, right? All that. And then day three, oh my goodness. Of course, we had Jay Shetty, no less than Jay Shetty, Sam Hind, and who's the other guy again? Sam Hind and Rob Dial,
Okay. Yeah.
right?
Yes, yes.
I listen to these people.
Mhm.
I listen to their podcasts. I listen to them on YouTube. And for us to have this privilege to see them face to face on stage, be with them, walk with them, it was next level. It was next level. Amazing. And that's why all the more we are going to be exploding, right? We know already, that we are the biggest and the best online business in the whole world. We are the fastest growing online business in the whole world. So, yes, it is legitimate. It is not a scam. Otherwise,
Mhm.
all these people, this more than actually all over now, there's more than 250,000 all over the world. But the whole company, there are more than a million, right? All over the world. So why are people doing this? And because of the longevity of it, still, it's now 51 years. We just celebrated 51-year global convention in San Diego, and it's still going strong. And even the founders of the company remain so humble and so generous. They were so simple people. And when you see them there, oh my gosh, he's 84. I think he's 84 years old.
Oh, yeah.
He's so active. He was still like, you know, he was walking around, he was running, he was playing a musical instrument. Like, and there's really a joy, the joy that money cannot buy. And the health, you have the health, you have the joy, right?
Yeah.
Because what would you do also if you had all the money in the world, but you were not healthy? Then it doesn't do you any good, right? Doesn't do you any good.
Definitely.
Oh my gosh, it's just mind blowing.
You
Mind
know,
blowing. It did
these,
stop there because we stayed another day.
yeah, like, because of these conventions and these offline meetups, you have a personal connection, and that's what I've been listening to you sharing there, like that personal connection you have with other business
Hmm.
owners around the world. And you know and I think it's that genuineness about everybody in this online business that attracts people to it, because everybody is very genuinely there. Like you said, the guy, he is like very high in the business, and he's so simple, right?
I'm
And
still having goosebumps, honestly. It's like, oh my gosh, just thinking about it. Because they were
yeah.
so, they were willing to share their stories, share tips on what to do, how to maintain, the longevity of these people. Amazing. I even spoke to the amazing MC. He MC'd, and I spoke to him because I was close to the front at that time. And when other people are speaking, he's there to the side with the sound man, right? And I spoke to those people too.
Hmm.
He's from Malaysia, and he
Wow.
traveled all the way to Malaysia for this
Mm.
convention. He is
Wow.
actually a professional MC. He's been doing that for more than 15 years. But then he
Wow.
saw this business, joined. He's been in the business now for a few years. He was amazing. He did an excellent job.
It's also great that you're some of our skills that we have from jobs works with this business. Like he's a
Yeah.
professional,
Exactly, Dalmati. You got it.
right?
Yeah.
You blend in, like, and that's what's so great about this business. You don't have to throw away everything that you learned before the business. It's possible to incorporate that into it.
Exactly.
Yes,
Those are our transferable skills.
yes,
Yeah.
Those are our skills that we learn. Transferable from your job, even as a social worker or as an accountant or as a teacher. The skills, the talking to people, organizing your time, organizing your schedule, all these other things, they're transferable. You can use them here too. And if you
definitely.
have those skills there, oh my gosh. The nurses, why do you think we have so many nurses right now? These nurses, because they had two, three jobs. Yes, they earned a lot of money, but on the other hand, they had no time for family. They had all the money, but they were burnt out. They were exhausted. They were stressed out with their jobs. When they're home, all they do is sleep until the next shift, right? They only have a few hours of shift and they have 12, 16-hour days. Can you imagine? 12,
Yeah.
16 hours. My work as a social worker, I was even so thankful because I only worked 7 hours a day. Other people work the regular hours at work is 8 hours. What more for nurses? 12,
Yeah.
16. The truck drivers, oh my gosh, can you imagine they drive cross country? How many hours? How dangerous is that if you fall asleep behind the wheel? These little things that we don't think about because they need to take the bacon home. They need to provide for their family, right? And if they have a big family, a lot of times it's only one parent that is working so that the other parent can stay home with the kids. I know that, and it was so painful when my son was still young. I had no choice. I had to put him in daycare. And my heart really had to go back to work because I had to provide for the family, right?
Definitely.
But now people have a choice. Everybody has a choice. You can start this while you're doing something else. Build this, build this for your future, for your empire, while you're working to pay your bills until you can transition slowly into this as a full-time online business owner. Oh my gosh, the perks, such a blessing. Even talking to you both, what a huge blessing.
Yeah.
We're all from different parts of Ontario, but we're
Yeah.
here. Last
Yeah.
night at the training, we were from all over the world, right? But we were there supporting each other in all the trainings. I love it. And
Well, that's
everybody's willing to
what
learn.
it is, right? Support, the support in the business is amazing, and I don't think you can get this in any
Oh
online
no,
platform. Like it's so
no,
huge. And we can go on for the rest of the day. This business has so much
no.
to talk about, and we can talk the entire
Yes.
day and still won't get all of it out. But we'll end it here today. But it was so lovely to have you on here, Coach Mildred, and we love your share and that you could share your recent experience in San Diego. We couldn't be there, but we can feel it through you. It's powerful.
I give it to you.
Yeah. Thank you for giving us your time. We do appreciate it. Sanadu, any last?
Yeah. I was just, mesmerized by when you talk about your experience in San Diego was amazing. The same thing when I was in Japan, a similar thing, right? So it just makes you, I wish I could be
My
there, right?
gosh.
And
Oh
anyway,
my
thank you so
gosh.
much.
That's good. You were in Japan, right? We were not able to go
Yeah,
to Japan. That was
yeah,
amazing. That was the
yeah.
50th.
The
Huge
50th. Yeah,
celebration.
yeah, yeah. So thank you for giving us your time. I know you are very busy lady. You also give a lot to the community. That's what everywhere you go, you are there giving back. So, I mean, this business is all about building community and give back what you know. and even
That's right.
giving your time today. We really appreciate Coach Mildred, and it's amazing. And God bless you.
Amazing. Thank you guys. And if you
Thank you
guys
so
were
much.
you're thinking about this or you're on the edge or on the fence, all you have to do is reach out to any one of us on here, ask your question, and we'll get you access to our free workshops. They are live Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Replays are available. You have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We will love to help and guide you along this journey. That's it from us for today. Take care and
Yeah.
have a good one, guys.
Thank you.
Bye for
Bye.
now. Thank you, everybody. God bless you.
God
Bye.
bless. Thank you.